Hi, how's it going? I'm Lex and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to update you on my rolling project pan. This is basically my main project where I have a bunch of stuff rolled in that I want to get good progress on. Usually something like 50 uses, or finishing a product entirely, or hitting pan. Something really tangible, you know, something that's going to show a lot of progress. So let's go over the stuff I've used this past month. I'm not going to bother showing you my blush because I didn't use it at all. You know, why? Why bother? So let's hop into it. I have my depotted concealer from The Ordinary because the packaging broke, and I've been getting slow and steady progress on this. It's just going to take me forever to use because I only use it as an eye primer, and I've kind of not really been using it that much this month. I've only used it 11 times, and I know I've done my makeup upwards of 20, so it's not the best usage, but I'm gonna keep trucking along. It's because I've been using a cream eyeshadow, and when I use a cream eyeshadow, I don't want to put that on top of a concealer because they like blend together and it looks a little weird. But I'm almost done with that, so I'll hopefully be back to using that as my base for my eyeshadows soon. My Bare Faced Chic Primer, I used this once for a date night because I wanted my face to stay matte. It didn't matter in the end because it rained really hard right before we went in, so I was very soggy, but it's okay. The thing is, this was so difficult to squeeze out, so I'm gonna make an effort to like depot this soon so that I can actually like get some use on it, because it's so difficult to squeeze out, and it was such a pain when I was trying to do my makeup and I was trying to be quick and I was just trying to squeeze this out and it wasn't doing anything. It's gotten pretty hard to squeeze out, like very thick, and I'm not sure if that's just because it's old or because I'm coming to the end of it and it wasn't like very well mixed or what, but it's still one of my favorite primers because it mattifies your face so much. Like, your face will be matte for as long as you need it to be with this primer. I wonder if I could maybe get it again. I might look into that because this is, I think, pretty old. It doesn't have an expiry date on it anywhere, so I can't even guess as to when I got this. But yeah, so I'm going to try and finish this up soon as well. The reason I know I've done my makeup a lot more this month is because I've used my Technic Vitamin C setting powder, finishing powder, whatever, same difference, 22 times. And honestly, it's not got a crazy amount of progress. I'm not even halfway in it yet, which is good. Like, I want it to last me. But also it has a really big sifter. Like, the sifter is very deep, it takes up a lot of space. So I don't imagine there is too much product in here. Let me see. 10 grams. Okay, that's pretty standard for a powder. I take that back. I don't know how long it will last me. Probably, I want to say like 3 or 4 months, hopefully. I have a bunch of repressed powders in here from my Second Glance palette. And the thing is, this makes a really good shade match for my face, but it just looks really bad, and it mixes with my face oils and it starts smearing, and yeah, it's just horrible. So I think I'm going to put this away for now. I mainly just use it as a lid setting powder anyway, so I'm going to save it for the moment because I have a Pan That palette that's full of lid setting shades, and I think I'm going to put it away until I need a lid setting powder. There's not really much point in me trying to use this now, to be honest. I did get 2 uses out of it, but I kind of like forced myself, and I felt like then I was taking those uses away from my Pan That palette, which is a bigger priority for me. Like, I don't need this to be in this project, but my Pan That palette is its own whole thing, so I want to focus on that as much as I can. So this is probably going to go away, and you might not see this for a while. Also from my Second Glance palette, I mixed all the bronzers together and I repressed a little bit of that mixture into this tiny pan, and it has huge pan showing. I'm literally just in the corners now. I use this bronzer every time I bronze, and I can't wait to get it done. It's gonna genuinely be like maybe a week of use, hopefully. I'm tempted to repress it into the middle so it's easier to pick up, because at the moment it's all in the edges, but also it's like pretty powdery, so like every time I dip my brush in, a lot of it comes up anyway, so I might just keep using it until stuff really, really gets stuck in the corners. And I used that 19 times this past month, which is a lot. I've been bronzing my face pretty regularly. Now, the big news is that I finally hit pan in my highlight. This is my W7 Prismatic palette, and it has all of these gorgeous, colourful highlights in it. And I was working on this blue shade in the middle, and if you see there, it finally has pan. I used it 10 more times this month to get pan. 10 times! I did use it as an inner corner shade a lot, I do that, but yeah, blue is a difficult colour to use as a highlight on an everyday basis. It is definitely more of like a special shade. But I enjoyed using it, it was really fun, and that means that all but one shade in this palette now have pan. The only one that's missing is this purple, so I'll have to try and roll that in at some point and get pan on that as well. But then that means my highlight is rolling out. Now, in its place, I'm going to roll in a shade from this Comet case. I think this is supposed to be a dupe of like the Made by Mitchell space case. And it's full of... Oh, it smells really good. It's very like a powdery scent, but like nice. These are all cream blush highlights, bluelights. And I'm gonna roll in this shade down here called Candy Trip. It's like a slightly pinky shade, but when I swatched it, the pink didn't show up too much. And I want to use that as my highlight. I'm gonna try and hit pan on it, because I want to see how deep these are. Typically what I do with cream products is I scoop a little bit of it on my nail and then put it on my face, so it does look like I'm burrowing down into it, but that's just how I use cream products, I promise. I don't like using a brush with cream products, I'm weird like that. I think it makes my brushes really dirty and I don't like it. But yeah, so this shade down here, Candy Trip, I'm going to try and hit pan on, just to see how deep these are. I know it might take me a while, but it'll give me a good idea for the rest of this palette. I haven't used these as highlights yet. I've only really used... Well, I've swatched them. That's what I'm trying to say. I've only really swatched them. So, it'll be interesting. I want to see some progress. Then, if I've put my 50 Shades of Blue up already, you'll know this, but I was using my PS Marshmallow Fluff lip oil, and I had this in for 50 uses. I had to use it 29 more times this past month to reach that goal, and I honestly think I've made quite a bit of progress. It was pretty much brand new when I rolled it in, so it was like all the way up to the top, and I've made this much progress in 50 uses. So not bad. I think maybe in like 50, 100, 200, like just under 300 uses this should be done. I think. Maybe. Hopefully. It's gonna get another 20 uses now in my 50 Shades of Blue project pan, but it is rolling out of this project with 50 uses completed. Congrats to me. In its place, I'm gonna roll in this lip gloss. It's a watermelon lip gloss, and it is brand new. I need to take all the tags and things off it. I've used a few of these in projects before, like the different flavors. I have a cherry, strawberry, some other ones that I don't remember. And now we're gonna have a go at the watermelon one. These are absolutely massive though. They contain 14 grams of product each. So that is pretty big for a lip product. Especially considering most lip products that I have are like maybe 3-4 mils. 5. Yeah. Average lip balm is like 4 grams, so this having 14 mils is a lot. Now, the thing with all of these lip glosses is you're like, oh yeah, they're so convenient. They've got like a little keychain thing, you can like take them out and about with you, and they're really easy and convenient. You'd be wrong. You'd be very wrong. Because the keychain attachment, the like little band thing, is on the lip balm end, not on the lid. So anytime I like put this on a bag, or like attach it to my keys or something, and then I want to put my lip gloss on, I have to take my whole bag, or my whole keys, or whatever, and hold them while I'm applying the lip gloss. And that makes it very inconvenient, so I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. But that is my lip gloss. Yeah, I want to get 50 uses on this one as well, see how much progress that makes. And I love these little swirls in it because basically the pink will add colour and the white will add shimmer, and they're very cute. I like these a lot. They smell good. They're pretty nice on the lips as well. I'd say my favourite one is the cherry because it has the most noticeable red tint, and I love anything that's cherry scented. But they all smell really, really nice, and I'm going to be using a lot of watermelon scented products, which is making me feel very summery. Lastly, in the lip product section, I was using my Pop-Tarts Frosted Cherry lip balm, and I'm going to roll it down, not up, because I feel like that shows you more how much progress I have. So I wanted to use this 50 times. I used it 29 times this past month, which is one more use than I needed. But it's now officially reached 50 uses. Or 51 if you're being really pedantic. But it was brand new when it rolled in, and honestly making that much progress in 50 uses is pretty good. This is it rolled all the way up. I'm sure these are also going to be something like 250, 300 uses to use up. And I don't mind at all because lip balms are really, really easy for me to take on the go, take to work or whatever, and just have on me all the time. But that one will now be rolling out, and I did roll randomly for a new lip balm, and it chose another Pop-Tarts one. So we're going to go for Pop-Tarts Strawberry Milkshake. Now with the cherry one, the frosted cherry, sometimes it smelled a little bit medicinal to me. It smelled like a little bit of a medicinal cherry scent, like cough syrup, you know? But I think that was also because I applied it a lot in the morning after brushing my teeth and things like that, so the minty cherry smell was like mixing, and that was making it smell medicinal. I don't know. That's not to say I didn't like it. It was still a good lip balm, and I did still use it a lot, but yeah, hopefully I don't have that problem with the strawberry milkshake. Let's give it a sniff. Oh yeah, that smells very sweet. And you do get those slightly milky undertones. But yeah, see this one I can't even roll down because it is all the way to the top. So I'm going to get 50 uses on this one as well. With the frosted cherry it took me 2 months to get 50 uses, so I'm hoping it's about the same for this. But I have just rolled in a bunch of new lip products for my 50 Shades of Blue project. So we'll have to see what I'm prioritizing, honestly. Like, I don't mind. We'll have a look. One thing that really, really surprised me was I rolled in this Collection Glam Crystals eyeliner at the start of the year, I'd say. And I didn't use it for ages. And then this past month, I used it 4 times. And that's basically because I finally was like, look, I haven't touched it, time to try it out. I applied it as an eyeliner, and it was horrendous. Because it's like, it looks like it has a white base or something, and then I applied it and the glitters were like looking really weird, and the whole thing was just looking really weird, and it didn't want to dry down, and it was transferring everywhere, and it was just a nightmare. Bad experience. Also, it made my eyes really, really sting. Did not enjoy that at all. So I was like, I'll try it a couple different ways, see if I can figure out a way I like to use it, and then I'll just do that. I used it as an inner corner once, and that was okay. I have it as an inner corner today as well, and it's fine. I gotta not apply it too close to my eye, otherwise it does sting. But I found that the best way to use this is to apply a little bit on my fingers, and then just tap it on top of my eyeshadow. And then it creates a gorgeous, sparkly, shimmery, holographic moment. Because this is, it's called Blue Skies, but it's like an iridescent-y blue, purple kind of glitter situation. And it does look really, really nice that way, and my eyes don't sting at all when I use it like that. Probably because then I'm not getting it really, really close to my waterline or anything like that. I'm just tapping it on top of my eyeshadow. And that's how I've really, really been loving it. So I'm definitely going to get more use out of this because I know how to use it now. I know that I like it. I know it looks beautiful. And for a while there, it really went well with my blue highlight that I was using, because I'd have like the blue highlight and then the blue iridescent eyeshadow, and it was gorgeous. It was a look. Not an everyday look, mind, but it was a look. And I like how this works, and I like how it looks on top of other stuff as like a topper shade, so that's how I'm going to use it. No issues there. So I still need 16 more uses on that, but honestly, I'm more hopeful. I've continued using my Argan Oil hand cream. I only used it 9 times this past month because I've just really not been using hand cream when I go to bed after work. I've been a little forgetful. It's still going down slowly, and I think there is a bit of an air bubble in it, so when I get to the end, like, the progress will go fast, I imagine. As for my body spray, I've been using the Victoria's Secret Temptation, and I want to get this one down to in between Victoria's and Secret on the label. It is still a little ways away from that, like, I'd say maybe about 10 more uses. I used it 9 times this past month as well, and I tend to use it more on my days off. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. It's okay. The perfume I've been using is my Solid Green perfume. This is what it's looking like, and I think I'm making progress. I've only used it 4 times this past month, but better than nothing. And I was just saying, I've got the blue shade of this rolled into my 50 Shades of Blue now, and this one is so much more like floral and springy, and that one is so much more like a musky floral, like a nighttime scent. So I'm glad I have a lot more variety in my fragrances now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. I'm honestly impressed with this progress. A lot of rollouts and a lot of new roll-ins. So yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye!